Hi, I'm Ryan Cummings from R&R Law Group. Welcome to Your Brother at Law. Here, we break Arizona law in simple, straightforward terms. Whether you need tips or insights on legal processes, I'm here to make the law easier to understand. Let's dive in and make legal knowledge more accessible for everyone.
Bail in Arizona. I'm Ryan with the R&R Law Group. Today we're talking about bail. Again, this normally means you've been charged with a criminal offense and now have the option of posting a bail. That's going to get decided at that very first court date that you have. So your initial appearance when you're in front of a judge. Usually the way this happens is you get arrested, you get taken before a judge within that first 24 hours, and the judge is going to determine what are your release conditions. Now, Arizona law says you have to be given bail. With some exceptions for some certain crimes, you have to be given an opportunity for bail. Now, it could be a very high bail, but you have to be given the opportunity for a bail. Now, a couple different types of bail we have. We have OR, which is you're released on your own recognizance. What that means is you don't have to put up any money. You don't have to put up any collateral. You're going to get out of custody, and your promise is, I'm going to come back to court when you tell me to, judge. That's OR, own recognizance. Going down from there is an unsecured bond. What that means is you're promising that if you don't show up to court, you will pay a certain amount. Now, this is a somewhat newer. We used to see it a little bit more, and it's kind of faded away again. But essentially what it would be is a judge would say, listen, you're going to have a $10,000 unsecured appearance bond. What that means is that if you don't show up for your court and a warrant issues for your arrest, you're going to now owe the court that $10,000. Again, when it first went through legislature and started, we saw it for a little bit. It's kind of faded away, and we get back to our normal three that we have. So our next one is our secured appearance bond. Now, this one's kind of the most common. This is what people think about. Oh, I got to go get a bail bondsman. Okay, that's where you get a bail bondsman, is when you have a secured appearance bond. What that means is that by using the bail bondsman, you can put up 10% of the cash. So if you have a $10,000 bond, you put up $1,000 with the bail bondsman, and then they're going to take collateral for the rest of that amount. And then they're going to go down to the jail and they're going to say, hey, look, this person has secured their appearance through our bail bond agency, and now you're going to be able to get out of custody. Now, the thing with this is if you don't show up to court, the bail bondsman is going to be the one coming looking for you, and then they can revoke your bond and put you right back into custody. So even though it's a secured appearance bond, it's very important to make sure you stay in contact with your bail bond company. They're going to have requirements for you to report, for you to check in. Make sure you're doing all those things. Otherwise, you're going to wind up back in custody, and you're going to lose the money and the collateral that you put up in order to get out of custody. Now, the last one, that's cash, and that's exactly what it sounds like. If the judge says at the arraignment, you're going to put up a $10,000 cash appearance bond, that means you need $10,000 check, money order, cash, in order for you to get out of custody. So that's the most difficult one to post. Again, you can technically use a bail bondsman for it, but realistically, if you just go down to the jail or one of your loved ones goes down to the jail in order to post it for you, they're just going to put up the cash. So again, if it's a $10,000 cash only appearance bond, that means you have to have the full amount of cash. So kind of in order of least restrictive to most restrictive, we have again the OR, which is your own recognizance. I promise I'm going to show up. You have your unsecured, which means if I don't show up, I'll owe the court this money. You have your secured appearance, which means I'll go through my bail bondsman, I'll post my 10%, have the collateral, and then be able to get out of custody that way. And then you have your cash only bond, which means if the judge says I owe 10,000 cash, I got to put 10,000 cash up in order for me to get out of custody. Now, one of the other things to remember about with a bail is when you are done with the case, you get that money back. Now, bail bondsmen have different options for what money you get back, or you only get the collateral back, that sort of thing, because they have their fees that they have to run their business by as well. But if you had a $10,000 cash appearance bond and you posted that with the court, when your case is over, you're going to be able to get that back. So if you've been charged with a criminal case and you have questions, give our office a call.
Thanks for joining us today. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more valuable insights. We'll see you in the next video.